Hey y'all, hey. You still gotta what? You still gotta walk. And you gotta watch the legs move. Look at the legs move. Hopefully they encourage you to get up and move. Rain, snow, sleet, or whatever. Sunshine. You still need to get up and move that body. Work that body, work that body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. All you gotta do is just dress appropriately. It doesn't matter what it's doing outside. As long as it's not seriously dangerous weather, you get up and you keep moving. Hey girl, keep moving. One foot in front of the other. You keep moving those legs, those feet, those arms. Walk with a purpose. Move those hips. There is a way to walk. And as always, professionalized, personalized disclaimer. Don't do anything you hear me do, see me do, or hear me say. Over here in Lions Pride, unless you have contacted your primary healthcare provider, be that your doctor, your nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, your specialty doctor, your fitness coach, your weight trainer, okay? Your nutritionist or your dietitian. If you had any injuries in the past, you may have a physical therapist or an occupational therapist. Make sure that you all are on one page, one accord, okay? It's a team effort. They're your healthcare providers, your healthcare team. They form a circle around you, and what do I call it? An atom. And you are the nucleus, the most important part of that atom. So yeah, we've been out here for like 30 minutes. So we're gonna do 15 to 30 more, and we'll be done. Just like always, we'll be done. It's raining, so we're walking down the hill. Okay, we're walking down the hill. Sometimes going down can be harder, sometimes going up can be harder. It just depends on the person, and it depends on the hill. It depends on the person, and it depends on the hill. But don't do anything that may cause you any bodily harm. As always, be you, do you, be original, be unique. Even if it's something that's done a million times, try to bring something different to the table. It's not about what it is, it's about how you're doing what it is. And I don't like to be like anybody in my nearby circle. Anybody. That's the way my parents taught me. That's the way our grandparents and parents, and even our great grandparents raised us as kids. Be you. Be different. No matter how, no matter what it is that you're doing, a million people can be doing it. Do it your way. Do it your way. We don't want to look like robots and Stepford Wives, right? So we're going back up this hill, climb up that hill, climb up that hill. If you can walk and talk, you are doing great. If not, you're doing good. The main focus is to walk, to move, keep moving. That's your main focus. The talking shows your level of fitness as you walk, as you do whatever. But listen, a lot of times you don't want to talk. Even if you know that you can. Some people can sing and walk and talk and sing. But if you can't, don't force it. We don't want to break anything, mess up anything. We want to improve all things. So the main thing is to walk. The main thing is to walk. Keep the main thing the main thing. Now hear that manhole down there. Rain is gushing, 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 gushing. But we're going to keep moving. And we're going to be consistent and persistent about it. We were inside like an hour ago. So today I still have company. They're ahead of me. So we've been outside for about 35, 40 minutes. So I felt like getting on here, it would slow me down because it was raining kind of hard. So we waited till it slacked up a little bit. And we're here. We're here. We're here. Look, when it's raining outside and you got to go to work, you go to work, don't you? Don't you? Yep. When it's raining outside and you got to go to work, you go to work. So when it's raining outside and it's time to put in work, you still put in work. You still put in work. You're supposed to still put in work. While we're out here, we're going to take some deep breaths in and out. In and out. So listen, if we do 15 minutes, we're over halfway there. 15 more minutes, it'll be an hour for me and my 15 minutes with you guys. And it depends on what it does. We might make it 30. We might make it 30. We're not new to this. We're not fake with this. We're true to this and we are this. Okay? Okay? I hope anybody who catches this replay, or if you happen to catch me while I'm still alive, I'll let you know when you get here. But again, if not, and you catch the replay, I hope that you had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas, a Merry, Merry Christmas, and hoping that you have a happy, happy new year. A happy new year. No S, no apostrophe S, okay? Unless we're talking about possession. Now, if the new year possesses it, then we're going to say New Year's. But other than that, y'all, we're going to say New Year, okay? I know that irks some people. It irks some people. It doesn't irk me. It is funny, though. I have observed it. When people say Happy New Year's. We're going to march, march, march. Let's go. Some music, y'all. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. And we're moving. We're on the move. Because we got to keep moving. Sun, rain, snow, sleet, whatever it is, as long as it's not storming. As long as it's not storming. Sometimes you need to get out in the rain. You need to walk in the rain. You need to dance in the rain. Hopefully this can be a little ASMR. A little ASMR. I know, we know what's coming next. We know who's coming next. We're almost to our 15-minute rain walk. We're almost to our 15-minute rain walk. It may turn to 20 minutes, y'all. It may turn into 20. It feels good. At least it's not cold and raining. Now, if it was cold and raining, we have to hit Ellie today. I was on Ellie over an hour ago now. But, hey, Stefan. How you doing, Stefan? Welcome into the chat. Happy Friday. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Hey, Shawanda. Hey, Shawanda. Hey, Stefan. And got two S's in the building. S and S. Stefan, Shawanda. Welcome into the chat. Welcome into the chat. How y'all doing today on this fantastic Friday? Listen, it's raining, but look, we ain't fake to this. We ain't new to this. We true to this. We are this. We do this. Rain, sleet, snow, or sun. Or sun. You still got to get out here and enjoy the weather. You got to take some deep breaths in and out. Relax your mind, body, soul, your spirit, your emotional health. Get it all in check. Woo, Stefan, we got a lot of action, bro. We got a lot of action. We got a lot of action, Stefan. Stefan, what you think? Stefan, I'm never satisfied, right? I'm like, has she not thought about the baby yet? Stefan says, we got action. We certainly do. We got action, bro. We got action. Stefan, it was like, that's all we had all day the day after Christmas. That's all we had all day the day after Christmas. I was so happy. Man, I was so happy. I was like, now this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. last two days. Look, Stefan. I think what did I see? I mean, it was all day yesterday until like, was it last night? I think I saw something about Phil and Alexis. It was Phil and Alexis or Mike and Sonny. Like it was I was so happy. It went on for, I was like, finally. I'm kind of ticked too, because I want to know what's going to happen with this black eye. Like Shayla's mama, I can't stand that old Broomhilda. Not Matilda. Matilda was a cute, sweet girl. Broomhilda. Cruella DeVille. I can't stand her. Hulk girl. Oh, shit. Look, I don't know what he gonna do about that girl, cause she doing too much. She was jealous of Sonny. How you gonna be jealous of Sonny when you with this man's cousin? She doing the most. And I mean, she don't care nothing about Mike. Because if Hulk is supposed to be as crazy as they say he is, and she knows where he hangs out, Hulk calls himself got hitters. So why is she continuing to try to pursue something with Mike? She a real 304. She a real 304. She want to pull a Shayla. She trying to pull a Shayla. She knows, I mean, if he's as crazy as they say he is, and as crazy as she's supposed to know that he is, why is she trying to tell it? Why is she trying to tell it? The only reason I can see her trying to tell it is she thinks that because Mike is bigger, that Mike can handle him or something. Because whatever Mike does, what about her? Mike won't always be. How does she know Mike will be able to protect her at all times? Mike ain't trying to marry her or try to make her his girl. Okay? None of them know how to cook eggs. Maybe his grandma. Maybe Mike's grandmama. But Stefan, when she ate that fish, that junk was so funny. When she ate that fish that Sonny cooked, that was too funny. I said, yeah, she liked that. She likes that. I could tell. I could tell the way it had her speechless. She was so busy trying to stuff it in her mouth. I was like, I was thinking Hulk's girlfriend just made a fool of herself. Because everybody said that fish was good. And when Mike's grandmother said it was good, oh, that was a wrap. That was a wrap. There's no need to hate anymore. It was a wrap. That fish had to be good. Because you know how she is. She ain't gonna lie to you. You know what? She reminds me of Wayne. She gonna tell you how it is. I can see Wayne being her grandson instead of Mike. I can see Wayne being her grandson instead of Mike. But she's funnier with Mike being her grandson. Because all Mike ever says is, hold on, Grandma. That's all he ever says. We all waiting on Mike and, yep, right. And then, they be calling Arby slow in the comments. Arby ain't that slow. Because if he was slow, he would have still been trying to stick with Shayla after he found out about the baby. Arby ain't that slow. And I don't really think Arby all that much into Jasmine either. I think that Jasmine was a rebound. No, Shayla took him from Jasmine, or they were split or whatever. I don't know if she necessarily took him, but she kept saying he left you for me. So I'm thinking she kind of called herself took Arby from Jasmine. And now, by the time all this get out, ain't nobody gonna want Shayla. Ain't nobody gonna want her. And her daddy told her right. Leave that man alone, baby or no baby. Leave that man alone. That's that man's wife. What you think she was gonna do? And Shayla's mama, I'm so sick of her. If it had been reversed, she would have wanted Shayla to do the same thing Amber did. And everybody knows that a black eye is usually worse the second or third day. Yep, her acting is great. Yep, it is. I love it. I'm so glad it came out. I'm like, about time. Look, what about Brittany today? Brittany and Kay were on the same page today, buddy. Take him for at least half. So while Shayla's mama thinking she got a gravy train, because that's all she doing. Shayla mama ain't about nothing. She's not really into Anthony being with Shayla so much for him to be with Shayla. She's into Anthony being with Shayla so she can see what she can get out of it. So she can see what she can get out of it. And it's like some of the comments have been saying, I wouldn't be surprised if he's not Shayla's father. And he might be her father. He probably just got some type of morals and standards. I don't think he does either, Stefan. You know what? Because, you know, in the comments, everybody been saying, Amber is the side piece. Amber might as well just let him go. But remember what he said. He never got over her cheating with Wayne. And so my thing was stupid. You could have had your marriage annulled. And they keep saying karma, karma, karma. Well, he served her karma because he stood up at Rose's wedding. Now, he didn't sleep with her because Rose wouldn't do it. But he still embarrassed the heck out of Amber by standing up at that wedding, right? So I don't understand why these people keep saying karma, karma, karma. You know, I'm like, do y'all believe, if y'all believe in karma, y'all, maybe I guess you don't really, the religious aspect, I don't know. Because karma is something that you put out what you get back, right? Or you get back what you put out. And that can be true. But at the same time, God's will will outbeat karma any day. God's will can smash karma, you know. And all that lady has done, all Amber has done is prove it to him that she was wrong and that she loves him. Now, what I don't want them to do, I think Anthony is going to come to his senses. Because it's, to me, I think it's all about what she did with Wayne, right? And he just mad. He's still mad. He found an outlet. He found some get back. He found some payback. But when she get in that pocket, baby, when she gets into that pocket, and I don't even think it's just going to be about the money. I think he's really going to want her back. Of course, you know he's going to want her back. He's not willing to give up half of his money. But at the same time, I think he does still want Amber. Yeah, I don't think he wants to leave Amber. I think he just caught himself got some payback. Hold on, y'all. Oh, Stefan. He gonna, because little David is just as much as Shayla's baby. And you know, everybody's still questioning Shayla's baby's paternity. And with her mom being the way she is, we know that anything is possible. They're like, well, Shayla's paternity test came back in the mail, so her mom couldn't have messed with it. But if I'm not mistaken, I heard her mom say something about she knew somebody at the hospital. So I don't trust that paternity test. Because her mother knows people. Because, you know, they got a little pull in the community too. Not like Anthony, but that's why she was so impressed with Anthony. You know, her husband has made some connections too. And what's that doctor's name that was involved with Jay and Ernestine? Alexis, Jay, and Ernestine, that doctor. What's her name? Oh my gosh. Ain't none of them got no money for real. And that crazy lady was willing to change the paternity test. She did. So I'm sure Shayla's mama could have found somebody to do that test. What I'm hoping is Amber give him the business. Because look, Brittany talking about divorce. Kay was like, divorce? I said, that's what I'm talking about. Kay and Brittany on the same page. If they ain't on the same page about nothing else, they on the same page about that. They're both talking about divorce. Yeah, she knows a lot about that basketball player. And when you think about it, they were saying at first that baby looks like Anthony. They're just saying that because that baby is light-skinned with that low sandy hair, whatever. But to think about it, you know, I know as adults we change. But Anthony is light-skinned, but his hair ain't like that. I mean, he got a nice hair, but his hair is not red. It's just looking like that. Now, it could have been when he was a kid, but I think that's Anthony's hair because when Anthony gets a dye job, you can tell. When he dyes his hair, you know, he's graying a little bit on the sides. And sometimes he'll dye his hair. So maybe his hair might be brown, but, and I know it doesn't mean anything for real, the hair color. But they got that baby light-skinned, and they got everybody thinking, oh, the baby light-skinned. So between Arby and Anthony, it was going to be Arby and Anthony. But the baby could have took all that from Shayla. I think the baby got all that from Shayla. She sure did. And that basketball player, you don't get a nickname like Shay Shay. Unless that's some name your people gave you. You don't get a nickname like Shay Shay from just working with a couple of guys. They really are quiet. They really are. They're so quiet. It looks like they gave little David a haircut. And then Shayla, see Shayla this stuff. Now I hope they don't do, if that baby is not Anthony's baby, I hope they don't do that stuff like they did with D. You know, it took D 10 years to find out that that's not his daughter. So I hope it's not like that. I'm hoping, you know, Shayla's arrogant. She's always talking about, that's my family because I got his real child. Girl, you ain't got his real child either. I think what's going to happen is that's not going to be his baby. And whether it is or not, I think Amber's going to be pregnant. Because he and Amber hadn't been really doing anything until recently. They slept together like twice. And she's trying to get pregnant. So what's your little gold card gonna be now? What's the golden ticket now if Amber's pregnant, Shayla? That's what I'm wondering. What's her little golden ticket gonna be if Amber's pregnant? Because I really don't. And if you look at that basketball player, that baby looks like that basketball player too. I just think he has Shayla's complexion. But you know, they got a good baby. They picked the right baby to play the part because he could be Anthony's baby as far as the looks. But he could also be somebody else's baby and just look a lot like Shayla. Now, he didn't look like Arby at all. He didn't look like Arby at all. But even with Arby, I've seen kids who don't look anything like their father. And that's their father. I've seen kids who don't look anything like their mother. They look exactly like the father. So anything is possible. Anything is possible. I think that's the guy who was going to work with Mike. I think that's his baby. The guy that called her Shay Shay. Because you could tell that the guy was looking at Mike like he was nosy. And he wasn't going to tell Mike his business. Mike was wanting to know that man's business. He wasn't about to tell Mike his business. He was not about to tell Mike his business. Because he could tell Mike was being nosy. And he could tell that Mike was curious to know, you know, what had gone on with him and Shayla. So some guy just pops up out of the blue calling you Shay Shay. So I think what's going to happen is she's going to start having some flashbacks. Because you remember she was so jealous of Amber and the way that the lifestyle Anthony had for her. So she probably worked around town a little bit, got with that guy, and never even thought about it. Never even thought about it. Because she was gung-ho to cheat on Arby. Yeah, I'm tired of Sonny. So it's been 30 minutes. I'm going to get down here. I'm going to be on for about 3 more minutes. I'm tired of Sonny. Because Sonny trying to act like she all gangster. She needs to tell Mike that she wants him. Forget about Shayla. Because Shayla don't want Mike. Shayla is living in a delusional world with her mama. Because they think they just got Anthony on lock. Well, if she got Anthony on lock, why Anthony hadn't popped up yet? That joker been missing in action all day. He has been missing in action all day. And truth be told, you remember when he was at Rolanda's house, Stephon? Amber went over there and put her foot down, and what did he do? He came out of the house like a little child. He came out of the house like a little child. All it is he was talking about Shayla makes him feel this and Shayla makes him feel that. Yeah, when you're cheating, you do have these little funky feelings. You know, and Shayla was playing into it too. Shayla came sitting up there buying a suit that he paid for. The money he gives her for Kai bought that suit. Shayla don't work. So, yeah, Shayla was exciting. She was a little 304-ish. A lot of men like a little 304-ish. Amber is more ladylike, but we'll come out of that bag. Now her mama, and I'm like, I hope they don't go with that storyline about pressing charges, because Shayla is a grown woman. So if Shayla doesn't press charges, her mother can't press charges. Let's see, Sonny only trying to make sure Mike doesn't go back her by telling, hold on a second, Rain all on the phone. Let's see. Trying to make sure Mike doesn't go back to her by telling. Okay, I got a phone call. Okay, Sonny only trying to make sure Mike doesn't go back. Oh, back to Shayla? Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. It's something about Sonny, like, even the guys in the comments, they say she's got a nice body and stuff, but they like, it's just something about her that some of the comment, they're like, Sonny bad. And she is nice body, but I think maybe it's her attitude. She tried to act like you remember now, Shayla was right when she was telling her don't judge her. Sonny tries to act like judgmental, and she with the ish too. She tries to act all judgmental. And I know Mike and Shayla aren't together, but if that's your friend, why go ahead and make moves before talking to your friend? Why make moves before talking to your friend? She should have, if Shayla was her friend, she should have found out, like, okay, do you have a problem with this? Because, like we said, weeks ago, there is no girl code, there is no bro code anymore. Not in Wayne's world. Because if there was a bro code, Mike did not learn his lesson. Because him and Arby, they're not as close as him and Rashawn, but Mike knows that Rashawn likes Sonny. So Mike was all the way wrong to me. He was all the way wrong. And it was right when Sonny was maybe thinking about giving Rashawn a little chance. Here Mike comes kissing her. Right, she doing the same thing. And then she trying to act so tough, talking about she don't put her hands on her. Like, girl, you from Houston. You don't know nobody in Atlanta. Amber may be from Michigan, but Amber has been in Atlanta a long time and has made a lot of connections. Her real best friend is there. Her cousin is there. Her cousin-in-law is there. Her Aunt Brenda is there. Her mama Brenda, Aunt Brenda. Her sons are there. Her nephew Jay is there. Ernestine is there. I was like, Sonny, if you don't sit your ass down. I'm like, if you don't sit down somewhere. She was all rowdy to go and try and do something about it because Amber touched her. Her sister wasn't even like that. Her mother wasn't even acting like that. Now, her mother was ticked off and talking about the police, but she wasn't all rowdy. I'm thinking Sonny got that little Houston gangster in her, but she don't know she in the ATL. And she don't know nobody in the ATL. She go over there messing with somebody she want to. She gonna be calling that ex-husband to come get her out of lockup. She'll be calling that ex-husband to come get her out of lockup. She just wanted to tell Mike so Mike could be mad. But see, what you think about this, Stefan? Some people in the comments said that they think that Mike is gonna put it together first. Like, even though, honestly, Amber should put it together first. Amber, Brittany, and Kay, come on now. Because the first question is going to be how long this been going on? And then when she asks that, she going to immediately think, that's your baby. Or is that your baby? That's what she going to think. So, but Mike is going to know 100%. Because remember, with Mike, it was almost like she was damn near scared to tell who the baby. She never told anybody who the baby was. And see, that's the big thing. I don't know who can find. Anybody can guess it first. Because the whole big thing about baby Kai is she would never tell who the father is. She didn't tell Arby. She didn't tell Wayne. Wayne kept asking. He kept asking. She didn't even tell Amber. So now Amber, it should immediately come to her. Is that Anthony's baby? Is that why you would never tell me? Like, it should come to her immediately. Listen, if Amber's too distraught, it should come to Brittany immediately. You're an attorney, Brittany. It should come to Kay immediately. And if Dalen is gonna be real messed up with Amber, because Amber always speaking positivity into Dalen. So now that all this crap is out, if I was Dalen, if it meant losing Anthony's friendship, I would have to just be done. I would have to be done. Because if she was to ask me, is that his baby? Dalen should just, his reaction is going to tell it all. He shouldn't stand there and lie. At worst case scenario, he should say he don't know. But to say, no, it's not his baby. First of all, Dalen wouldn't know. But that would be the person you would ask, because she's going to ask him because she's going to feel like maybe Anthony confided in him. Let me see. Wayne, because Anthony got mad. Yep. That's why I say a lot of people think Mike is going to know first. Because she said that her baby's daddy did it. So when he say, hold up, Anthony and Shayla got caught. So that, it is, now I ain't gonna lie, it is kind of easy for Mike to know that, because she said that her baby daddy's wife hit her. So, I mean, it should come to Amber first, because, but as we know, Amber doesn't really have woman's intuition like that. But Brittany, as a lawyer, Brittany should be on top of it. Coca should think about it. See, Coca hasn't been, I didn't even see Coca at the party. I saw Diesel come to the party, but, they can't be that clueless. Everybody should be wondering, is that Anthony's baby? To tell the truth, to be honest, everybody should be asking, is that his baby? Come on now, Shayla, you ain't been telling nobody who the baby daddy is. Wayne just put the man in jail. Hey, Stephon, Wayne said the man in jail. Wayne just to put the man right in jail. I'm like, now, if out of all you women, Amber, the victim that they just messed all over, Brittany, the lawyer, Kay, the recently divorcee, if y'all don't ask if that's that man's baby, y'all better. Wayne, once he finds out they were together, he's gonna think back like, oh, that's why he got so offensive at the house in LA. Amber should think, that's why you got so offensive at the house in LA. Wait a minute. Why won't you tell who your baby daddy is? I'm like, y'all let it all out. Come on with it. Come on with it. Quit playing around. It's on another channel. Hold on, let's see. My phone is wet. Let me see. A lot of them at the party, it was a real party. Yeah, that was a party. And then, Amber. See, my thing is, Amber had memories yesterday, but she was just thinking about, oh, remember she was in my dress. Girl, we supposed to be friends, you in my hair. She need to forget all that. Like Brittany told her today, that's not your best friend. Brittany has always been your best friend. Mama Brenda told you it was something. See, that's why she ain't having those flashbacks. Well, Mama Brenda said something about that girl. Don't let folks in your house. Quit telling folks your business. Those are the flashbacks she should be having. They should have a whole skit of Amber just in the screen. Start off with her face in the screen. And let her think back. Not know when her and Shayla was supposed to be cool and Shayla was in her hair. No. Let her think back to everything that anybody ever told her about Shayla. Mama Brenda, keep her out your house. Something ain't right with that girl. Remember? The way she did Arby. Arby was her man. She probably could excuse her friend and stand by her friend, but just the fact that she would do Arby like that, why wouldn't she do Amber like that? Right? Why was Wayne Anthony taking up for her so much? Hmm. Those are the flashbacks I want to see. Those are the flashbacks that I want to see. I don't want to see nothing about her and Shayla at lunch. Her and Shayla going to LA. Her and Shayla doing. I don't want to see that crap. Shayla, you know now that was fake. Shayla in your wedding dress. Okay, we've already seen that. We don't need to see that again. I want to see Mama Brenda telling you about Shayla. Why you didn't pick up to it. Think about the times that even when it wasn't even so much Shayla around, she kept telling you, quit having your friends at your house. You remember that, Stefan, when Shayla just walked up in the yard, the backyard, I think it was? Mama Brenda was like, hold up, wait a minute. See, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. And see, yeah, it's a real party. Wayne, to everyone there, it was a real party. They didn't show it on Wayne's channel. Oh, okay. See, they yeah, why was Anthony telling her she was doing too much at the party? Those are the flashbacks I want to see. All the flashbacks when people warned her and she didn't pay attention. The flashback when Brittany came, when Brittany first moved to Atlanta and she wasn't feeling Shayla. Shayla was so jealous of Brittany. Honestly, she'd been had her eyes on Anthony. She should have been glad for Brittany to be there. But she wanted to stay close to Amber so she could stay close to Anthony. She wanted to stay close to Amber so she could stay close to Anthony. Yeah, everyone telling her she was fake. Yeah, everybody told her she was fake. So Mama Brenda told her she was fake. I don't think Ernestine cared too much for her. I didn't really see her talk about her bad, but I don't think she cared for her with her crazy stuff. But Mama Brenda told her, kept telling her to keep her business to herself, and she told her specifically about Shayla. That girl ain't no good. When Brittany came, Brittany is your real best friend. Y'all went to college together and became best friends. You and Shayla just became friends when you moved to Atlanta. So, you know, as far as being a long time, I mean, I know sometimes people say time doesn't matter. You can find your best friend yesterday and they can be your best friend today. They can be a lot better friend to you than your friends have been. I know all of that. But when Brittany came and Brittany said what she said, on top of what Mama Brenda said, on top of the way she used to kind of treat Arby, because she used to say stuff to Shayla about the way she treated Arby too. How in the heck is both of them your best friend? It's very possible, but I just never understood the big, oh, my best friend, girl, bye. That had to be for the storyline. That had to be for the storyline. And I figured it was just kind of to make Brittany jealous too. Like, I know she was her best friend before she came, but Brittany was a college best friend. And, you know, I could see, and I could even understand Brittany being a little jealous back then, because that's just like you got a best friend since elementary school or high school. Then you go off to college and you bring a friend home talking about that's your best friend. I can see the jealousy, you know. I can see the jealousy in that. I can see the envy in that. So I totally, I understood what Brittany was talking about. Exactly. I can't stand her. I can't stand Ernestine just as much as I can't stand Shayla. Why did she tell James? And then you see how he tried to get grimy with it. Now, the one that thought I wasn't good enough, man, shut up. She still should stand on that thought. Because what did you do? You didn't crap on Ernestine once. You crapped on her twice. And now all of a sudden you want to make sure she's good, take care of her. And then Ernestine acting like she can't understand when Jay got mad about the whole cheating thing. Yeah, Jay did cheat. He cheated. Maybe even first, I think. He was supposed to have a whole baby on the side too. But when a man does that, if it happens to his sister, his mother, somebody close to him like that, his cousin, close cousin, he ain't going to be happy about it. He ain't going to be happy about it. That's why when men do the things that they do, the best person for them to talk to isn't a mother, an aunt, a sister, because that woman can make them understand. See, they go at work and talk to the co-workers about their wife leaving them because they're cheating. they ain't really hearing them for real. But if they get it from a close family member that they really love, you know, they're more rational. So being that he did it and now it's happening to Amber, he I think he would understand if Ernestine wasn't acting like she's acting. I think Jay would have been more sorry to Ernestine for what he did. Because he cannot stand the fact that Amber's going through that. And so Ernestine's talking about, well, you trying to make it about me. You cheated too. Yeah, he did, Ernestine. But if you wasn't out here wilding out and this happened to Amber, maybe he would understand more about the way you felt. See, Ernestine don't know how to take the wins. She don't know how to take the wins. And I don't know why she told James that lady business. And knowing that James is dating that girl, and that girl don't care. That girl will go to the club and say something about, you need to go and check on your family. Ain't they having issues with that girl crazy? What's her name? Melissa? I can't remember her name, but she's crazy. So that's what I'm like, why did you go tell this man Amber's business? I think she wanted James to say something negative. Because, she was a little mad at Amber for saying what she said. She was a little bit mad at Amber for that. Mike hit, but Mike ain't ish. Mike ain't ish. Mike need to get somewhere and sit down. And see now, he ain't that. Stefan, do you think? I think if Sonny had been like straight up and dealt with Mike and been honest early when they first started, instead of, you slept with him, so you attracted to him, and then you're going to try and pull away. Why pull away? It's too late. You slept with him. And see, now she pulling away. Mike finna be back out there. She probably could have. Because Mike was trying to be, he was kind of into her for a little bit. And she started that friend stuff, and it's not right stuff. Well, you did it now. Now you've done it. And now you want to know if he messing with other people. Now you want to know if you're talking about other people. I'm so tired. I'm sick of Ernestine. I'm just tired of Ernestine and her judgments. She's too judgmental. Hey, Green Vegan. Yes, we talking about a show, Green Vegan. We talking about a show, girl. Yep, Country Wayne skits. We talking about Country Wayne and his skits. So, yeah, Stefan. Sonny messed up. Because when she first slept with Mike, I think Mike would have rocked with her. I think he was feeling her. Because you remember when she first came and Shayla was like, are you looking at her? Shayla was like, are you looking at her? And Mike lied. He he was looking at Sonny. He knows he was looking at Sonny. Yes, he is, yeah. He is. Like, long time vegan. He don't play about that either. He does not play about that. Green Vegan, he does not play about being vegan. You would try to get him to eat something if you want to. He be looking at them like, are y'all serious? Like, I don't play with that. I think he went out to eat with Anthony one day. Or somebody. He went out to eat with somebody and he got them to try some vegan food. They were like, it's all right. Yeah, stuff should be too fake. Like, you knew. Like, when you was trying to hold off, I understand trying to hold off. I understand trying to be a friend, even though he and Shayla weren't together, because that's what she was supposed to do. Hold off, wait a minute, pump your brakes. We ain't supposed to be doing this. Because, it proved that they did have feelings for each other, or they had an attraction to each other. But the minute she let the wall down, girl, go on, be real. Go on and be real. Because now you got Mike at grandma's house talking about Sonny, his friend. Got his cousin girl acting like he owe her an explanation. Country Wayne is off the chain. It's all crazy in Country Wayne's world. Wayne's world. I like her girl on the... You for real? You like her for Mike? I don't know, Stephon. I believe she out there because, but you know what? Mike might like that. Mike might like Mike. He might like it like that because he out there right now. But see, the thing about Mike is when he fall in love, he be in love. When he out there, he out there. So I feel like if he was to get with her, I think she's kind of easy. Cause how in the world you just going? She didn't just mess with Mike. She did a whole threesome with Mike. So that's the reason I don't like her for him. Cause not only did she mess with him, she did a whole threesome with him. And then now, anytime he's around her friend, she gonna be acting crazy. She gonna be acting crazy. You think it's based off real life? The scene, those skits, I don't think so. Well, it might be based off real life. It might be, but I don't think it's. They held somebody they held somebody's comment. I don't know who it was. It says comment held for review, and I try to click on it, and it says it's potentially inappropriate. So I don't know if either one of you guys think that they held your comment. Let me know. It's 4 people up there, so it could have been somebody else that's coming through or something. But yeah, Hulk's girlfriend, Hulk acting like he liked that girl. That girl told me he be looking her in the eye. I think he be looking her in the eye because he crazy. Hulk is crazy. That's why he be looking her in the eyes. But now, if it had just been her and Mike, I would have been cool with it. But how she fall for Mike just that quick? Girl, y'all just had a threesome and you fell for him? I'm like, you just let him. Let's see, might be yours. What you say and stuff. Like, reword what you said, because they sure didn't let it go through. Somebody's coming with him. So yeah, y'all, it's so if they hadn't had that threesome, and she knows that Hulk is crazy. She knows that Hulk is crazy. So why you trying to get Mike hurt? I'm like, why you trying to get Mike hurt? I asked about what happened to the other girl that did. Oh, okay, I don't know, but they were supposed to be friends, you know. And Mike is really wild because her boyfriend pulled up on them at the restaurant. So I don't know if anything else is gonna be about that, but yeah, that might be done. They may be out of there, but her boyfriend or her ex or whatever she called, he pulled up, and so they got out of that some kind of way. I forgot something, maybe because it was about Hulk. But she says that Hulk looks her in the eyes, and he feel that. Well, why are you messing with Mike? So that let me know too that she wasn't faithful, because Mike thought, oh, it's just somebody, just one of his girls. No, apparently he liked her a lot more than she knew. I'm thinking Hulk liked her a lot more than she even knew. He done. Right, taking him to his place. I'm like, oh my gosh. And now she hating on Sonny. I'm like, girl, how you gonna have your cake and eat it too? Like, you in this man's place, you bang his cousin at the place. Now you and your friend, now you banging him, and now you trying to pull a rank on his cousin, who you don't even know. You just met. Yeah, she's a little cuckoo. So that's the reason I don't like her for Mike. I'm like, girl, you out here doing triple doubles. You out here doing single triple doubles with this man. You know that you're dealing with his cousin. You talking about his cousin looking you in the eye like he's in love. So why is you pulling up on me? And then she, like Kendrick told him, that hug might have been innocent for Mike, but it wasn't innocent for her. She hugging all up on Mike like he was her man. Because she jealous of Sonny. That girl was hugging Mike like he was her man. And I'm like, okay, do you not know? Did you not see what happened with him and Granddad? Granddad was about to get that hook with the bat. So, what you think he'll do with Mike, his cousin? That ain't his granddaddy. He left Granddaddy's house. But what you think he gonna do with his cousin? They gonna do the 1-2 step. Are you crazy? Like, to me, she just crazy. And then she was hating on Sonny, talking about that fish. Thought that fish wasn't good. Talking about something with the seasoning. She was making that look, hey, Stephon, when she was making that face when she was talking about the about the fish because it was good. She said something wasn't good. She looks like Ashley. Yeah. Yeah, she does favor Ashley. She said something was off with the seasoning. She was lying. She know it was good. She was making that face because it was so good. I'm like, how you gonna get mad at Sunny and try to bad mouth and down talk her food because you slept with your man's cousin? Like, how does she think that's gonna work? The type of person Huck is, he's out now. When they go to family get-togethers, if Mike was to start dealing with her, how does that work? See, she the type that if Mike makes her mad, she'll be right back in bed with Huck. She'll be right back in bed with Huck if Mike makes her mad. And I'm trying to figure out are they gonna let Frank find out that his baby mama was with Mike? Mike been doing the most. Mike been had about how many women? He did the doggone the triple double. He had Sonny. I think he and Dominique slept together. For now, they say they didn't. So I'm gonna leave Dominique out. I'm gonna say he had the triple double, Hulk and girl and her friend. He had Sonny. He slept with Frank's girl. Mike doing the most. Mike doing too much. But Hulk can't do the snake. Hulk can't do the snake. He can't do the snake, but he can do the Hulk. She better sit down somewhere. And I mean, Mike bigger than Hulk, but they be like in the comments talking about Mike bigger than him. Yeah, he is, but that don't mean nothing. He just shorter. He right down there be giving Mike them shots, pop, 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 pop. Not bang bang shots, you two. We're not talking about the GUN. We talking about pop, 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 pop. We talking about boxing. They get into it. He ain't gonna have to swing up that high. I'm like, Mike ain't crazy. Mike ain't letting the size fool him. So they need to quit letting the size fool them. They be out in the comments my Hook, look, compared to Mike. Yeah, he is little, but did you see what he did to the man at the barbershop? Size don't always matter. Mike be swinging down and Hulk be giving him boom, 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 be giving him the business. All Hulk got to do is break him down a little bit. Once they get down, they both down, ain't no telling what's gonna happen. Now I know Mike ain't no punk, but I remember what Mike did to Rashad, but we are talking about Rashad. Shayla probably could beat up Rashad. Sonny probably could beat up Rashad. I said, look at Rashad. He went to Sonny's house trying to act tough when her husband was there, knowing he wasn't the muscle, knowing Mike was the muscle. You remember that stuff when they went to put Sonny's husband out? When they went to put Sonny's husband out, Rashad was standing up there with his fist a little clenched. I'm like, Rashad, stop it. You know you're not the muscle. Look at Vegan. I just saw that Green Vegan said y'all funny. They be tripping, that Green Vegan. They be tripping. They went in the hood and it was crazy. Yeah. Mike knocked the dude out in jail. Yeah. But see, I think that's why they think Mike. I mean, Mike ain't no fool. Mike ain't no punk. We already know he got hands. But that was Rashad. Now the man in jail, that's qualified. The man in jail is probably qualified. I didn't see him, but he probably qualified. I would take Ralphie to take Hulk over Mike because Ralphie served time. But yeah, Rashad, he ain't qualified to be out here. So I can't say, well, Mike beat Rashad up. So if he knocked the guy out in jail, you know, he got some more qualifications under his belt. But Hulk got them little dudes out there thinking they the Incredible Hulk. Hulk been in prison. Hulk been in prison. Hulk been lifting. And Hulk had that man, looking crazy when he left that barbershop. And it was behind that girl too. Oh, top Mike. You talking about D? Um, Tamara's boyfriend D, Hood D. I can see him beating D, cause Mike is big now. But everybody, like I said, I didn't see the guy in jail. But if you look at D and look at Hulk, D ain't no punk. D ain't finna back down. But we already know how that'll go. So I can see him beating D. But even, let me tell you, when the person themselves is a little scared, and Mike be acting like he a little scared. I don't know if he be a little scared when it comes to Hulk because he just don't want to take it there with his cousin. But I think it's because he know Hulk got them hands. He grew up with Hulk. Mike ain't crazy. He grew up with Hulk. Mike ain't crazy. He grew up with Hulk. He know Hulk kind of like no hold bars, no hold barred, no holds barred. He know Hulk gonna go at him. Mike is 3-0 in fight. That's what I'm talking about. But you see, he ain't trying to be no Clarissa Shields. He ain't trying to Clarissa on Hulk though. Mike done told them he ain't trying to go there. Now I count the dude in jail, and now I count D. I don't count Rashad. Rashad don't even look like he can fight. I'm telling you, Rashad look like he'll let Shayla beat him up. Rashad look like he'll let Sonny beat him up. Now I know at the end of the day he can handle those women, but Rashad, I just can't see Rashad. I can see Rashad. He get the best of you, he gonna let up. You see what I'm saying? If he does get the best of you, he gonna let up, and that's gonna be where he gonna slip up. I think Rashad got too many. He'll have too many feelings in it. Like Rashad is that type where that's how it is. He gonna bow up at you like he bowed up at Mike, and Mike had to handle him. But I'm like, Rashad should have knew better than that because he grew up with Mike. Kendrick is telling Mike, you don't want to do that. So, Tyson had a kryptonite. Ali had a kryptonite. I just don't want Mike to have no kryptonite called Hulk. I don't think he need to go there. I don't think he want to go there. I don't think he want to go there, Stephon. I think Mike want to keep his belt. I think he wants to stay undefeated. I'm finna get out of here, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you, Stephon. Look, Stephon, it was a skit dropped every hour yesterday. Boom, 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 boom. Like every hour. And they was like, Anthony catches. And I was like, I know you lying. I was like a lot of people in the comments. I was like, is this a dream? Yeah, I see she back. And then her boyfriend don't want her hanging around, don't want Dominique hanging around J Diva. I'm like, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. That is gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem for sure. Because J Diva's crazy about Dominique. Dominique's crazy about her. So that's gonna be a problem. I just hope Mike and Sonny do whatever they're gonna do and calm down and get together. They're gonna get together. If they're not, do whatever they're gonna do. But let's look at all these people who don't like Shayla. Stephon, you got, when all this stuff come out, they're gonna be looking at her like she trash, Atlanta trash. You got Jasmine, Arby's girlfriend, can't stand Shayla. That's why she took the DNA test. You got Rashad. Remember, Rashad can't stand Shayla. Of course, she ain't gonna have Amber backing her up now, talking about, oh, she's okay. Brittany can't stand Shayla. Kay can't stand Shayla. And Brittany and Kay, they automatically can't stand her now, but they couldn't stand her to begin with. So that's 5 people right there. Wayne can't stand Shayla. Arby can't stand Shayla. Ro might be the only one to give her a little, oh, it's gonna be okay, pat on the back. But Ro don't really know Shayla like that. See, that's what I'm talking about. He needs to sit down somewhere. He needs to sit down somewhere. He definitely needs to sit himself down somewhere. Because Mike has been within the last month. And you might could even count Shayla up in there. Because what, Anthony and Shayla been kind of going heavy for about a month. I say a month and a half. He had Shayla, her quote unquote friend Sonny, those two women, his Huck's girl and her girl, and then Frank's girl. 5 women within a month. Mike needs to sit down somewhere. He needs to sit down somewhere. Yep. He done had to. Hey, Mad Dog. Mad Dog no good in the house. My moderator. One of my moderators. Welcome into the chat line, Mad Dog. Mad Dog, we just out here walking in the rain. Walking and talking in the rain. I'm about to get out of here in a minute, y'all. Y'all, it's been over an hour. Y'all know I don't like to hold people too long. Because those 2-hour lives be long. They be long, y'all. They be long. I be like, that's a movie. That's a movie. Stefan says, hey, Mad Dog. Thank y'all for coming to the chat. Mad Dog, Stefan, That Green Vegan, Shawanda Williams. Mad Dog says, I see this rain has made me sleepy. Yes, girl, yes. A lot of people say, I think it's raining in a lot of places. I was looking at like CNN. It's raining from the west to the east, from east to west, from west to the east, east back to the west, north, south, south to north. But y'all know what time it is. It's like an hour and 8 minutes. I'm going to get out of this rain, get out of these clothes that have finally gotten wet. My umbrella was doing the job at first. Y'all know I always say, don't let bothered people bother you, okay? Okay, don't let bothered people bother you because that's their job. They're bothered, so they want to make sure somebody else is bothered too. Don't let them bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out, all right? And y'all know what the saying is, misery loves company. That is true. So don't let miserable people make you miserable. But a lot of times, it's not that misery loves company. A lot of times, people just get a kick out of making you miserable. You know what I'm saying? They just want you to be miserable. That makes them happy. Mad Dog says, hey, Stefan. Yeah, sometimes people, they're just evil. They're not really miserable. They get a kick out of seeing somebody else be miserable. So make sure you stay away from those people. Okay? When you see them come and go left, if they go left, you go right. If they go down, you go up. If they go up, you go down. And sometimes you just gotta go around. Okay? Sometimes you just gotta go around. Good night, Stefan. Good night, Mad Dog. Good night, Shawanda. Good night, That Green Vegan. And to anybody else who came through here, whether you said something or not, I appreciate you for spending a little time with me, whether it was a minute or two or a few seconds or the whole live, because you could have been anywhere else, but you spent some time with me. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you over here in Lions Pride. We do. We do. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lions Pride. I missed a couple of days because it's the holiday, y'all. You got to spend time with your family. Okay? You got to spend some time with your family. Spend some time with it. You know, look, if it's the holiday and you're going to do social media, get on there and do something like Mad Dog. Get on there and play some music. Make some people happy. You know, have a little fun. And then get off and go have some fun with your family. Go have some fun with your family. It's the holidays. Christmas has come. 2024 has come and gone. Now, next Wednesday will be your new year. The first day to a new year. So I hope you guys have I hope you had a Merry Christmas. And I hope that you plan to have a happy new year. I hope that you set some goals. You know, decide to do some interesting things. And listen, you don't have to set New Year's resolutions or goals for new things. You can go back to doing some things that you used to do. Thank you, That Green Vegan. You still here. We was tripping when we vegan. You can go back to doing some things that you used to do. Y'all know how it is sometimes. It's like you'll be kind of just sitting and thinking or sitting in thought. And you'll be like, I haven't gone here in so long, or I haven't done this in so long. And it was something that you really enjoyed doing. You know? So like we always say, set short-term goals as well as long-term goals. If you find that it's taking you a minute to reach those short-term goals, just extend them. It's, you know, you feel a little defeated sometimes, but just keep pushing. If you set a goal, for instance, to lose weight, 10 pounds in a month, 10 pounds in 2 months, and it's like you gain 5 pounds, look, give yourself another month, okay? Give yourself another month. Sometimes we have to extend those goals, whether they're short term or long term. We do, we do, we do, we do. Ooh, okay. So that being said, again, don't let these miserable people, especially people who call you all out your name and they know they're looking like a bag of jokes, call you all out your name and do all this kind of crazy stuff. Don't let them people bother you. Okay? If you find them in your ecosystem, look, if they're in your ecosystem, kick them out. If you find yourself in somebody else's lounge, ecosystem, spot, place, platform, and it's not what you thought it would be, it's not pleasing to you, you're not feeling good being there, what do I say? G-Y-G-A-G. Grab your grip and go. Okay? Grab your grip. G-Y-G-A-G. Grab your grip and go. All right? Get up out of there. And if they're in your spot, kick them out. Kick them out. Okay? Come on, that green vegan. Come on, stop telling these jokers your goals. And that's sad to say. Because I'm talking about it can be the simple things. It can be simple things. Right. You tell them your goals. Because let me tell you, when they see what your goals are, they're going to scoop them up anyway. And it might not even be a match for them. You know, it might not even be a match for them. But when you tell people what your goals are, they do something like, especially if you tell them what your goals are for your channel or any social media platform that you have, they're going to scoop it up. It's just like when you're at work. If you tell somebody you just bought a house, next thing you know, that person who was looking for a 3-bedroom, now that you have a 4-bedroom, they're looking for a 5-bedroom. People are just like that. It's just being ornery to me. Like I can't control it, what they buy, but it's real funny that living up to my goals is what gives them a thrill. Ain't that funny? Living up to the things that you do and living up to your goals are the things that give people a thrill. Like I said earlier, my parents and my grandparents always taught me to be original, or at least to try your best to be original, because there's nothing on this planet that somebody else hasn't already done. You know? But the key to it and the trick to it is they've done it a different way. They put a different spin on it. And even if you put a similar spin on it, there's a way to make it your way. Right? There's a way to make it your way. But you got some people who try to cop your whole, let me tell you, the gas that you release, if they could release the same gas, they would. If they could stand behind you, catch it and release it too, they would. So yes, you cannot tell some people your goals, sadly. If you tell me your goals, I'm going to make some suggestions to you to how to get there. But I'm damn sure not fixing to go and be a copycat. Some, they say that that's childish. No, it's not. It's only childish to somebody who's doing it. It would be childish to the person who's actually doing it. It would be childish to the person who's actually doing it. They feel like, oh, I can do what I want to do. Well, yeah, you can. How about have you some originality? Have you a little originality? And I mean, it can be the simplest of things. And you know who is bad amongst? Women. Women. It's the worst amongst women. It's the worst amongst women. It's the worst amongst those in your circle or those who are close or around in your nearby area. You know, I say keep your ecosystem equal. Keep all things equal in your ecosystem. You want a nice equilibrium, right? That's why when I say when you find yourself on another platform in somebody else's spot, somebody else's chat, somebody else's home, somebody else's place of business, listen, get up out of there. Grab your grip and go. Go back to your own lounge, your own platform, your own spot, your own home, your own place of business, your own panel, your own channel, your own page, your own whatever. Where everything may not be completely equal and smooth, right? But it's the way you control it. You control the ecosystem. You control the environment. And like Green Vegan says, don't even tell them your goals. Keep it to yourself. If you tell them you got a little gas, don't even tell them you're gonna buy Pepto-Bismol. Tell them you're gonna buy Kaopectate. Don't tell them you're going to buy Pepto-Bismol. Tell them you're going to buy Karopectate. Look, after hearing me say that, they'll go buy both of them. As soon as you say, I got some gas, let me go take this Pepto-Bismol. You're like, nah, I'm going to take the Karopectate. They sitting there looking, ready to pop the camera on, let you see they got both of them. And that green vegan, it be the ones, like on social media, you can kind of say it be the ones you would least expect, but then you kind of can't because you don't really know people for real. You only can go by the way they seem like they would and wouldn't be, and the fact that you maybe haven't noticed them doing certain things to other people. But that's just it. You never know who else is there, who else they've been copying and cocking their style and cocking their flow. You never know who else they've been doing it to. But you know when they do it to you and they want you to choose to turn your head, ignore it. Don't call it out. I be petty with it. I be petty with it and call it out because I don't want to go in or argue. Because I shouldn't have to argue about something that's so petty when it's so obvious. I saw one content creator the other day. She said, when I see somebody do something and I want to do it, I tell them I got this from so and so. You know, and that's the way you should be. But it's a little messy when you see, especially if you confide in somebody about something, and then you see it's like they doing the same damn thing that you was telling them about. Girl, people be something else. I'm telling you, and it be the women. It be the women. I be like, I don't want to look like a bunch of Stepford wives, like robots. We all doing the same thing, all doing the same walk. We all doing the same talk. We all doing the same meal. Every time you do a meal, we all saying, oh, you like this? I like this too. You ever had that? You ever had one of those? And I like her too. If you like green strawberries, they like green strawberries. Hell, green strawberries don't even exist. If you like yellow blueberries, they like yellow blueberries. Last I checked, they don't even exist. If you like this, they like that. If you like that, they like this. And they'll go and break the bank to act like they like something that you like, knowing damn well they don't like it. It be these YouTube, green vegan, it be these YouTube streets. All right, it be the YouTube streets. And like I said, that's why you can't even say who you think won't do it. Because a lot of the times, it be the ones you think that won't do it, they do it. They'll do it. And don't tell them. Don't tell them. If they ask you any questions, tell them nothing. Tell them nothing. And see, you have to give tests. You have to give tests. And that's how I learn. Especially like online. I say, okay, I'm going to give them something I'm willing to let them have. Or I'm going to tell them a little bit. And I'm going to see how they react too. Sometimes when you tell them about the problem you have, they go and try to become a part of the problem. They go and try to become a part of the problem. Or they try to tell you, you see something that you seeing something that you don't see. Or is there something that you should see that you don't see? They become a part of the problem. So that's why I say when you get into your own ecosystem, you can keep things as equal as possible. It's all even. It may not be perfect. Things may not be perfect. But you can keep things as equal as possible, right? You can be a lot happier in your own place, your own platform, than anybody else's. I talked to a big YouTuber, like a big one. I talked to her, it's a lady, and she told me, she said, now you see why I don't do the panels. My channel is so successful. I'm talking about she's known she's known across Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. She was like, now you see why I don't do the panels. I don't do if you sub, not for me, sub to my friend. She's like, I don't do that. She said, I do what I do and I keep it moving because I don't want to get caught up in, damn, this one's doing the whole whatever. Because she's like, I give advice and I tell people what to do because I want them to be successful, but I don't want a carbon copy. And so I feel exactly like that. I don't want a carbon copy. We can come over here, kick and have fun. We can do the same thing. It's all good because there's nothing on here that no one person alone is doing. But when you like you and like our parents used to say, quit looking in my mouth like a bird. Like you all in my mouth, like I'm feeding you, like I'm literally feeding you content, or I'm literally, no matter how big or how small it is, I'm literally feeding you ideas. But you want to act like I'm being petty or I'm being childish. Well, if that was the case, you wouldn't be scooping up those ideas. You would not be scooping up those ideas. So I understand completely what she says. She was like, nah, I don't do the panels. I don't go in the chats unless it's another, somebody that she knows personally or has known for a real long time. She don't do the sharing and all that kind of stuff. If she shares something It's just like, it's not because she's amongst a group of people. It's just she just shares something that, that she just found and happened to see. Uh, let's see. Who is that? You said just kidding, so that might be. I'm gonna take that out there. Is that somebody controversial? Is that somebody controversial? Cause I don't want they controversial asses coming over here. Cause I don't be playing like I don't be playing. These people can be like, don't like that's one thing I say. Don't drop anybody's name in the chat. Anybody, unless that person is actually in the chat, or unless they're like, somebody like a Peach, you know, uh, some bigger content creators who don't be out like her. That's one thing I can say about Peach. People do all this negative content on her, negative commentary on her, all this stuff, giving their opinions, their thoughts, and everybody has an opinion. So yeah, you do have an opinion, but sometimes your opinions go too far. They do all of this stuff on this girl, and it's always something negative. But I noticed that she'll come on sometimes and just check the masses in general. She good concrete. Okay, she checks the masses in general. She just kind of checks the masses in general and let them know she ain't feeling it. She ain't picking up what they putting down. She ain't feeling what they trying to throw out there. And then she go on about her business. And so this lady I'm talking about, she's kind of like that. Like, she just come out and she does her thing. People like it. They like it. They leave positive comments. For those who don't, they leave the negative comments. And then just because you leave a comment that's somewhat negative doesn't really mean you're being a hater. But I guess if you really don't like something, you don't have to be negative. You can there's nothing wrong with people saying that they don't like something. Sometimes people get offended by that. Like when people say they don't like something, or why you didn't do it this way or that way. See, my thing is, it's okay to make suggestions. A lot of times people don't want to do it the way that you would have done it. Say if you have a suggestion, right? Why didn't you put yellow with that black? Why did you put green with it? Well, that yellow and black might look good on you, but it might not look good on that person. It might look good on you, but it might not look good on that person. And it's a way to say anything. So a lot of times, like, some people would take that as negative if they can tell in the tone that you're coming off as negative. But otherwise, it's just a suggestion. So we have to be mindful and careful about the way we say things, because the ones who usually give all these suggestions don't be hitting on nothing. Like my mom said, don't be hitting on 5 cents. The ones that always giving you the suggestions don't be hitting on 5 cents. Vegan says, I'm a free thinker. I don't follow just anyone. I know you for years. I love you. Oh, thank you, Green Vegan. Yeah, look, you got quiet for a little while. Now I'd be like, where Green Vegan at? Where that Green Vegan at? Then you'll pop up. Then you'll get quiet again. And you've been out. You've been popping for a minute now. You've been popping for a minute now. But see, a lot of times I be liking to be straightforward too. Like, I feel like the best way to get to know a person is when a person tells you, or if whatever they feel like they want you to know about them, their personality wise, what they like or don't like, what rubs them the wrong way. You got some people out here, they'll get upset with you if you say, I don't like to do this in my chat, or I would appreciate if you don't do that in my chat. They get upset with you because that's something that they would do in their chat. Like, I'm not you. You're not me. If I say I don't like it, then I don't like it. Like, go over there and do it in your chat. But that's how some people are. Or they're gonna make it a way to make you wrong and make them okay. And when all you're trying to do now, because I'm gonna try to say, I'm like real straightforward. I put seeing a lot of things. I have gotten a lot more patient. I have gotten a lot more patient. A lot of times I'll see some things and I won't say nothing, or I might be like a little petty or whatever. But if it's something that truly rubs me the wrong way, I'm gonna be straightforward. Some stuff is just so petty and childish. It's like what they're doing is childish. And so anybody, if you respond to it or react, they could say, well, you're childish, which is true. But if you're gonna do some stuff, I'm gonna act childish. I'm gonna act a little petty. I'm gonna act a little petty, because that keeps me from getting frustrated. Like, that keeps me from getting overly frustrated, to act a little petty. So if you act a little petty, it keeps you from getting overly frustrated. I learned a long time ago too, with a lot of people, when they try to make you mad, laugh at them. Like, laugh at them. And then they end up getting mad. I respect that you have boundaries. Yeah, I do. And see, a lot of times people don't respect that. But you know what? They'll want to cross certain boundaries on your platform. But when you go to their platform, they expect everybody to stand by their boundaries. Ain't it funny how it is? Ain't that funny how that works? They will say, well, she didn't have to do this, or I didn't mean this, or she should know me well enough. So I'm like, so when I stand strong or I stand firm on something I say, why does it have to be an issue? I'm just letting you know, like, we don't live together, we don't work together, we're just on a social media platform together. So to make it pleasant and keep it nice, if we're going to interact, I just let you know how I am. But then at the end of the day, if you don't like the way I am, we don't have to interact. And guess what? We didn't gain anything. We didn't lose anything. Because we don't really even know each other. There are some content creators and some subscribers that I am closer to. I really enjoy them. And so I really do care about, I care about how I make them feel. So I will say I have gotten more patient. And my patience are better. They're still short, but they're better. Like, if I say something to somebody and their comeback is kind of rocky, I'm gonna think I am a little bit slower now. Instead of just quickly responding, I'm like, okay, did what I say come off as this way? I will ask myself that nowadays, when I wouldn't at first. Because you got to stop and ask yourself sometimes, because if not, you will always be feeling like somebody's rubbing you the wrong way or you're rubbing them the wrong way. So you got to get a little patience and just pump your brakes a minute and ask, say, what commanded that answer? Like, what make you say that? Right. Look, I always tell them, they know I'm silly. I'm silly. I don't mind getting checked. It won't happen again. Oh, yeah, you're good. It's like, I don't see. That's why I be careful about where I go. Like, I be in some chats where people go to different areas, different sectors, but I'm not a part of any of them to say. I'm a part of them in the fact that I watch and I may say hello, but it's certain places I don't go, and that's why I make it a rule not to. I don't say somebody else's live unless I'm about to head over to their live or I'm telling you about an event. And I don't call other people's name, because people are so different, and you never know. Some people are on here for different reasons. Some people are on here for drama, like they like drama, they want drama. When you drop their name, they say hello, like they Johnny on the spot. They're like, they're Johnny on the spot. And so, like, if I don't know them, I don't want anybody who I really don't know of to ever think, oh, this was said in that person's chat. Like, you can't really control what people say, though. So, but if it happens, it happens. All you can do is say, hey, I didn't even know what they were talking about. Didn't know they were talking about you. And when I found out they were talking about you, if I find out it wasn't me, you need to check them grown folks. Because I'm telling you, people will hold you accountable for what goes on in your chat now. They really will. That's why they say you have to, like, be careful who you mod, and try to watch your chat. And that's why I always say I like a small chat. Like, I really like a small chat, because you can kind of monitor things better. Like, if none of your mods show up, even if your mods aren't there, you have those people like you, Stefan. I have those people who I know they're going to if somebody comes in here cutting up, they're going to be like, hey, you might need so-and-so cutting up, or you shouldn't say this. It's some people like that aren't modded up, but they still get the same respect. I just don't believe in having a lot of blue sticks all up and down your chat. That's why I always try to, for the longest, I only had, I think, 4 mods. I think it was Chef, Jill, Rock. Who else? Chef, Jill, Rock. Another one, I won't call her name, and another one. And so I had like maybe 5. And so 2 of them are gone. So I modded Mad Dog, because Mad Dog, y'all check out Mad Dog, no good. She don't play. She don't play either, but she about fun. Like, she don't play if you come the wrong way. Otherwise, she cool. She good people. She about fun. And I modded up Georgia Girl. Georgia Girl, y'all check out Georgia Girl. I think it's Georgia Girl. I am every woman. It used to be Georgia Girl podcast or something like that. But if you put in Georgia Girl and put in something about, like, I am every woman, or no, it may be about health and wellness. Something about health and wellness. I think it's Georgia Girl. Something about health and wellness. She's on my community wall. So I don't do a whole bunch of sharing anymore, unless it's like people who are kind of like me, they're not really in a particular area or a particular sector. Like they're just kind of on their own, or they're just kind of amongst people who are kind of, on their own. Um, People who don't do the rah rah. I try to share people out like that, and then I share out sometimes I share out a few people who do the rah rah. It just depends on how long I've known them on here. Yeah, since I understand now, I didn't before. Oh, I got you. But yeah, so it's like if it's another content creator, and they're just kind of well known, yeah, we talk about them. But like if it's people that get down with the get down, I try not to mess with them because I ain't trying to be getting down with the get down. Because you gotta try to be a little presentable. Some people, that's just their thing. That's how they move. They like it. They like it like that. They wouldn't have it any other way. And I get it. Because I always say I'm no hypocrite. I like to watch drama, but sometimes drama goes too far, and sometimes some people don't know when to stop. So most of the time now, I just go and I say hello in the chat, and I be out of there, or I watch. But I say hello so that they'll know that I'm watching. You know, I say hello so that they'll know that I'm watching, because you can easily say that you're watching, and I mean, I don't know if it's 3 people. I don't know that one of those 3 people were you. If it's 30 people, I don't know that one of those 30 people were you. But yeah, that green vegan, wherever you go, you're always about fun. So just keep being about fun. It seems like you don't take a lot of stuff too seriously. Like, not saying that you don't take things seriously enough, but I'm saying you don't take a lot of things, it seems like, too seriously. Like, and I say that because I don't see you doing a lot of serious things to people. Like sometimes people will act like, oh, that's not a big deal. Well, it may not be a big deal to you, but what you said could be a big deal to them. And people know what they be doing. People know what they be doing. There are good places to go in the sorry, I stay out of stuff. I get my take out and go. I hear people say that. See, like where I go, if you happen to see me in one of those places, it's either one, I didn't know that that's what that was, or two, it's somebody I've known for a long time. But you won't see me like around in a lot of them. It's like it's somebody I've known for a long time and didn't really know that was, that that's where they were, or I just happened to slip up in there. But thank you so much, and keep pushing, Green Vegan. Keep pushing, keep doing things the way you're doing, because you're always pleasant. You always got fun stuff on there. And then it's like you said, I like talking to people who are open. If I say I don't like something, you don't, oh, well, why not? It's this, it's that. It's that. And I would be the same way. If you say don't do this, I'm going to be like, okay, cool, that's your platform. Now I just feel like more adults should be adulting. But instead, people be peopling. People be peopling. And when we be peopling, we're not necessarily adulting. We be kind of tripping. Thank you, Green Vegan. Thank you for coming into the chat. I appreciate you. I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lives Pride. Hopefully that's tomorrow. So if you're not doing anything, come on over here. Bye, y'all.